geçirdik. Atlattık diyebilir miyiz bilmiyorum ama bakalım neler olacak. Oyunun gerçekten güzel bir havası var.
Which way is the common room?
Aşağı mı ineceğiz?
Must be different starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Her yerden bir ses çıkıyor. Dünyayı güzel yapmışlar ha.
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon fruit, like that poor man from the ministry.
Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
A little room, everyone. Let them through.
Who does
I
Nelly
don't want
think
to
she
get
is
dull the
anyway?
first day.
Hı.
Another is always a ring.
Düşeceksin lan salak.
Only trying to top.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe.
Perfectly safe.
Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
It's true, and I was almost killed. Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
How awful for you. And of course, that poor man from the ministry. But still, you got to see a dragon. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
Hiç o kadar soru
I'm sure I'll
sormayacağım.
be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
Türkçe altyazı olmaması kötü. Kötü. Konuşmaların altyazısı niye açık değil oğlum? Ben anlamadım. Nereden kaçırıyorum? Allah Allah. Neyse.
Here, have a sip. Go on. Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't
Gareth
believe
Weasley?
it. Glad
Weasley?
you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I.
İşimizden sonucunu
Are you
almamız
related
gelmiş
to Professor
kardeş.
Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Aunt.
Does having your aunt here make things difficult?
More than you'd think. Most people assume I can't get into trouble or be given detention. But they're wrong. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year, keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well, and she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Well, it was nice meeting you,
Nice
Gareth,
to
and
meet you.
thank you for the
Bye bye.
insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Nasıl be? Hepinizi öldürürüm ha.
What's this idea about rule breaking? You're at school to learn, not to frolic around.
Ne konuşuyor lan o kağıt? Neymiş?
Still not working. Ugh.
O bacım. Niye çalışmıyor?
I don't
Bence
know
sen
what I'm
beceremiyorsun.
doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is
Valla.
this not working? Ugh. Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that
Arkadaki
you're
çocuk ne
Professor
yapıyor lan?
Fig's protege?
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
Bitrek. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, you'll get it in the end.
Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
Well,
Yeah.
good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
New Gryffindor, Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Ders için mi bekliyor?
I'm far too afraid of heights.
O neymiş lan? Çok iğrenç bir sesi varmış. Onlar ayakta geçerken ben eğiliyor mu? Bu garip.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts.
I've been dreaming of
Oyunun
this day for a
eksikleri
long
var
time.
hala. Belli.
Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only
İlk
have one
başındayım.
first day at
Oyunu açıp
Hogwarts.
hiç oynamadınız
Now,
mı
in
lan?
light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical. Here you are.
Hogwarts. Ne oluyor lan?
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Nasip be.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track?
Perhaps walk with me. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Oyun hızlı başladı, yavaş
I
ilerliyor.
certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of Paul Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what it
Revelio.
does.
Kıçından bulduk ha. Oğlum çok şey var, bu kadar da yapmasaydınız ama.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
O ne lan? Ne haber? Kesin öğretmen çıkar şimdi bu. Söveriz. Değilmiş yani.
Revelio.
Başka bir şey de değilmişsin. İyi.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Klasına sokturtma şimdi.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall. And here we are. Quite the time saver. These
Işınlandık
stairs
diyorsun.
lead directly to Central Hall.
Revelio.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Art. And I'd like to be...
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
Happily, your professors have agreed to create a... Judging by your...
You did, Professor.
He's been... My suspicion...
Hikayeye
We did
odaklanamıyorum
take a
maalesef.
bit of a detour on the
O
way here.
kadar İngilizcem
Ended up
yok.
exploring some ruins, and I...
Explore... Speak of the devil... Professor Fig.
Oh?
Yes.
I'm afraid
Perfectly good boats and carriages.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to club. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your
Nasip.
field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Bir dakika. Geliyorum. Daha bunları açmamışız. Hayırlısı. Hayırlısı. Ama
Revelio.
şuna bir bakacağım. Neymiş bu ya? Dokunamadığımız bir şey öyle mi?
Revelio.
Başka?
It's good. Yes, sir. I will say.
Yes, we don't. And
Shut the
Understood,
fuck
Professor.
up.
could happen. Speak. Unfold it and have a look.
Gelin bakalım neler olacak.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supply. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Nice.
Revelio. You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Tamam tamam sus. Aman koyduk. VS diyorsun ha?
Is that all you've got?
Vay.
Levioso! Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Gidiyoruz. Hayda yine buna başladık. Gidiyoruz. Yoksa seviyorsa.
Levioso.
Vay anam vay.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Yok öylesinin hikayeymiş.
Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent. As Master Pruitt, so now the basic cast. Well done.
Öldü oğlum mu? Ne oyduk ki?
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Söyleyeyim acımayacağım.
This should be easy. Levioso. Protego. Complicates things. I know. Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it. This day will be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
If only all of my students were this adept.
Stupid.
I do.
Just like you.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Hiçbir zaman not bad olmadım kardeş. Her zaman süperdim. Ne mi lan Baskır?
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Heckard. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
Understood. Get out.
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Nasip be. Bir saniye. Level mi atladık? Vay vay vay vay vay vay.
If you know the right spells, it's...
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Revelio.
Nerede lan o sandık?
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Sikerim ben abi.
Revelio.
Oğlum bu alt katta değil mi ya?
Revelio.
To go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Uhu.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student.
İsmini söylesene götürüyorsun. Kutlu desene.
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now,
Ya
this
bu
will be a
Hindistan'dan
crucial
gelme.
year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between
Shut the
the
fuck up,
incantations
yeah.
of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all.
Bana
By
kimse
the looks
kitap
of it,
getireceksin
you all
demedi.
spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
Kimse
Do
de
you
kitap yok
even
zaten.
remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
O ne lan? Kyo.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an
Bunların
exceptionally
hepsinin
lovely day,
acisi de
I was
olması
thinking
lazım. Sadece
we might
blok
have
alın yani.
ourselves
Blok
a
bu
little
baba.
excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Ne oluyor lan? Yok var.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Olur, olur. Hangisini istiyorsun?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm. Splendid! Now, think of this like godstones. Excellent. Stay focused.
Nasıl oluyor lan?
That's it! Not to worry. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Çek bakalım aslan partisi.
What's this? There we go.
Don't lose your composure.
Here we go. Let us see this.
Splendid!
Bir kere daha oynayalım ya. Bu olmadı böyle.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough
At
chatter.
bakalım.
Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this.
Hı.
There we go. I know everyone is watching, but try not to.
Küçük bir ara verdik. Ne oldu lan?
Excellent
İyi,
control.
%30 falan oldu. Ya ben o şeyi bekliyordum ya. Çarpmasını bekliyordum aslında. Niye çarpma ne? Bak çarpıyor işte baba, çarpıyor bak. Ben de onu bekliyordum işte. Bak şimdi bak. Niye o lan? O.
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not that Brilliant.
Düşüreceğim onu, hiç sıkıntı yok.
Let us see this.
Düşürdü. Ah!
Oh no!
Bak şimdi bak.
Do not think I will start going easy on you now.
That's it!
Oh. Kalbim. Nasıl yendik Bozkır?
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Kalbime iniyordu bak Bozkır. Yenileceğiz diye kalbime iniyordu.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
Get out.
Of course, you
Bayağı
can
bir
use
öğrendik.
Accio.
Bir tane
if you
kaldı
would,
If
herhalde.
you're so inclined.
Profesör,
You wanted to
konuş.
speak with me, Professor?
I did.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the...
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best.
Thank you, Professor.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Expect to hear from me soon.
Quest complete.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Evet, hepimizi yenen ben. Yenmeye de devam edeceğim.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
Leviosa.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm
lies.
not telling lies, Peeves.
Levelimiz
It was
yetmiyor değil
Albert
mi?
Boot.
Görevler bilmem neler onlar düz. Hepsini yapacağız. Şimdilik bir kayıt alalım.